Hey guys, like I told you in the last video, this is super important and also requires some practice. So I want to make sure that your practice is accurate. So that's why I'm doing, I'll pick a couple of problems each night for this unit to share with you guys. So I think that this problem and this problem are most likely to give you the most trouble. Yeah, so let's rock and roll. This one we have 8/11ths times n minus 10 equals 64. There's a couple different ways we can do it. One way is the Kai's method, and one way is to distribute first. So what I'm going to do is use the Kai's method and divide both sides by 8/11ths. 8/11ths divided by 8/11ths, anything divided by itself is 1. So we've got n minus 10 equals, well, 64 divided by 8/11ths is the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal, because I have to keep, change, flip. So I'm going to keep the 64, I'm going to multiply instead of divide, and use the reciprocal 11/8. That's that keep, change, flip. So 64 times 11, I don't know that one, but 64 times 10 is 640, and 64 times 1 is 64. So together that would be 704 over 8, all right? So if I've got 700, and I don't know if you can see it over there, so I'm gonna do it down here. 704 divided by 8, I know 8 goes into 70, 8 times 8 is 64. When I subtract, 70 minus 64 is 6, bring it down, 4, 8 times 8 is 64. So I have 8, and oops, put that in the wrong place. 8 times 8 is 64. So I've got 88. So on this side I have 88, because 704 divided by 8 is 88. To get the n by itself, I have to add 10 to both sides. This just becomes 0. Now I've got n over here and 98 over here. So n equals 98 is that one. Recap. Dividing by a fraction is the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So instead of saying 64 divided by 8/11ths, I'm saying keep the 64, change division to multiplication, and flip the fraction to 11/8. When I multiply straight across, I got 704, and this would be 64 over 1. So 1 times 8 is 8. And 704 divided by 8 is 88. So that left me with n minus 10 equals 88. To get rid of minus 10, I had to add 10 to both sides. So this would just be n on this side, and 88 plus 10 is 98. Okay, let's try this one as well. This one, I am actually going to distribute because I see something that will work out easier. I see that the 2 and the 6 here, so let's try this. I've got, I'm sorry guys, I am actually gonna use the Kai's method again so that we can just learn one easy way. So I'm gonna divide by -6/10, divide by -6/10. So I've got r plus 0.2. I know that this is gonna be a negative number because a positive divided by a negative is negative. And I know that 18 divided by 6 is 3. So 1 8/10 divided by 6/10 is also going to be 3. Because 6/10 plus 6/10 is 1.2, and 1.2 plus 6/10 is 1.8. All right, my next step is to subtract 0.2 from this side. So all I have left is r, and also subtract 0.2 from this side. They're the same signs, so I don't know if you can see the number line, but if I'm at -3 and I take away 2/10 more, that's going to land me at -3 2/10. So r equals -3 2/10.